Good morning, everyone. This is Laura with Stitching with Laura, and today is Flosstube number 22, and today is May 26th, 2020. How's everybody doing? I hope everybody's having a good day. It's Tuesday, and I brought my coffee. Oh, yeah. What a day. I'm sitting here and I'm going, oh yeah, I remember. I bought earrings and I was wondering where they're at because I woke up this morning and one of them was missing and I had to go hunting. But I found it. So now I know where my spares are because there was a point where I was losing like 3 pairs of earrings a month. It was just unprecedented. So what have I been up to this week? Oh my goodness. Stuff. I got like another 13. I probably worked on at least 13 things this week. Yeah, as usual. Yep. And we were working on Maysania, which consists of 4 projects. They are Consider the Lilies, His Eyes on the Sparrow, and Home of a Needleworker, and Quaker Sampling 3. So we'll start there. Yeah, because I didn't have any ball. Yeah, no, I kind of quit. Had to. So, first one that we worked on for Maysania, my Maysania, is Home of a Needleworker from Little House Needleworks. Yeah, works. I always want to say workers. And we got the lettering done. And I didn't get any farther this week. So there's going to be an H here, but it's going to be in a different color and it looks like a house. But we got everything else below that done, sort of, in the lettering, that is. Yep. And I haven't worked on the house again, or this vine thing coming across. So yeah, we did a little bit of that. A little bit of this, a little bit of that. And also for Maysania is Quaker Sampling 3 by, I think it's With My Needle. Yeah, With My Needle. I just love this. I think it is so pretty. And I don't know what kind of fabric I did Home of the Needleworker on, to tell you the truth. But this one is 14 count Country French Latte, and the number of the thread is DMC 221, which I just love. It's the same number that I'm using on the Linen and Thread Sow. So, we worked on this yesterday. Let me get things off of my lap so that I can double it up. Sort of, kind of. But we're making some kind of progress here. So this is where it's at. There's a great big motif here and a few more little ones down in between there. But this is the bottom, so I can cut some of this off sooner or later. This is the bottom of the pattern, so it's only going to be that wide. Yeah. Kind of cloudy and overcast today. It's going to rain all week for the next week, it says. Something to do with tropical storms. So yesterday we finished just this little motif here coming down. So all I need to do, there's one more flower here and there's a tiny heart right there. So I'll have all that done and then I'll have to go back to all this. And I didn't work anymore on it, you know, for like the rest of the day after I finished my video. And in a minute I'll show you what consumed my day. We also worked on Consider the Lilies by Beth Twist, Heartstring Samplery. Get it out of here. Got threads attached. It's great. Here we go. I love this pattern. I just absolutely love it. I mean, if you were ever bored, you wouldn't get bored with this because it's just, everything's different, it seems like. I did look at it, and it seems to have like the same motifs going down, but they've done them in different colors, and I am using the call for colors in this. I just love it. And I'm glad it's in a book form. Then I won't lose pages and all that crap. And it's on this nice small piece. Yeah, right. Nice small piece. And if I can get to it. This week, hang on, we're almost there. Yeah, as soon as I figure out how long it is, I haven't done the, what do you call it, the border? So, that's why I don't know, but we'll just fold it up like this. Sorry for the wrinkles. So, yesterday we worked on these. There's going to be like a flower pot thing here with like, I think there's 4 or 5 lines. I don't know if there's one more on there. I think we did the top and the next one, so there's like 4 or 5. So, it's coming to it. It's coming. But, hey, we've accomplished a lot during my mania. I mean, I think we started with, that was already there, so we've done 1, 2, 3, 4, and now we're working on 5 here. So, 5 and 6. So, I've done each pattern about 6 times, approximately, by the time that the month is over. So that's going to be cool. This is 14 count country French latte as well. I just love the way this looks. It's nice and it's neutral enough for, it doesn't have modeling in it. I just like it. Yeah, but it's got 10,000 freaking colors to it, but that's okay. I like that part too. Some days I like working on colors, and I will just pick an area and stick with whatever colors work for that motif or whatever area I'm working on. And others, I like to work on just one color. Okay, next we've got His Eyes on the Sparrow, Beth Twist again. And it is not the book. I'd already bought the pattern before the book came out. But I like this one too. Oh, it's just fabulous. And it's going to be huge. It's like 435 by 363. And I don't think I wrote on what this is. Okay, let me put that down a second. It might still be on the thing, or it might have come off. I don't see it in there. But I'm doing these in my own colors. I'm kind of regretting that. We've been working on, oops, don't want to lose my threads, the wording that goes across. Oh, crap. Okay. So for the past week or two, we haven't done any motifs. We've just been working on the lettering. So I'm just trying to get the wording all the way across so I can figure out how big it is that way, and then maybe cut some off the edge. I don't know. This is a 14 count. I do know that. And I think it's just a 14 count from either Wunschlet or Zygarde. And I like it. If I could just get this stupid, I have a clamp holding the side. So yeah, it's coming along. And the red in this is 221 as well. So there you can see. We're not getting very far, but hey, one little bit at a time. One beat at a time. But I like it too. I tend to be gravitating towards huge, large. Let me put them colors back in there. And put that back in its bag. Those two are the biggest patterns that I have. Put their little loop in there. So then, as a little board, as I usually get, okay, that's the 4 that I'm using for Maysania. And don't know what I said before, but hopefully I said Maysania. Molly's over here taking a nap. She's incognito. Can you see her? Jamole. She says, I am not getting up. I've had enough. Kind of wore out from my excursion to my daughter's house yesterday. Okay, the next thing that I worked on this week is Seeking Refuge. And it is by the Scarlet House. I love this. Yep, I can hardly wait to get to this lettering. You know, I mean, part of me wants to skip down to here so that I can just do a little bit of it at a time, you know, so it's not like all the lettering at one time. And I'm not real hipped up about this border thing that they got going here either, so it'll be one moment at a time. And I'm using the called for DMC and that. But I've been hacking, shall we say, away at... Crap. It's on there so tight I can't get this stupid thing off. Away at the house. Let me fold it. And this is, I don't know. It looks like well, it's some of that French country. And it's the mocha latte. It's the darker one. So I've been hacking away at the house and the windows. So, yeah. And the windows are turning out really cool. That's 310 in there, and I had to find a gray that was going to light up beyond all the red. Hopefully it works out fine, because I am not going back. No, ain't happening for this girl. But I think it'll be okay. You know, you can see it better from a distance than you can up close, but it still shows up. So that's all I've been working on for it. Just little pieces at a time. I work on the brickwork a little bit, and then I work on the windows. You know, I want to get the windows all the way across and finish those. Hang on, I'm gonna throw everything back. Put my hoops in there, because I went to Walmart yesterday with my daughter, and they did not have any more 6-inch hoops, so it is what it is. Okay, so I also worked on this week just a little bit for a little while. This was the other day. Time to Stitch by My Big Toe, I believe. And it is 16 count Country French Cafe Mocha. It's the same color as the one I just showed you. Make sure it was right side up. And that's this one, and I'm working on this. I've got all this lettering done, so I'm trying to finish this top border and this bottom border. It's going to be so pretty when it gets done, and I have no idea what size it'll be, so may have to wing it as far as that goes. So I didn't work too long on this. It'll take me longer to get it out of the stupid hoop than it will to show you what I did, but that's okay. Hang on, I gotta put that up there so that stupid pin, there we go. Let me fold it in half. It's a little extra long, but that's okay. So as you can see, I got all the lettering done. I may have to go back through it and make sure I've got all my tops of this and that, because sometimes there's, like the H's, see? I have to go back to the H's because they have a little wing thing on them. I don't know. So, sometimes I missed it, sometimes I didn't. So, yes, I think it was, not yesterday, but the day before. I just started up here and I'm coming this way. So, there's not too much to do. It's just a matter of taking the time, and I started it when I was too tired to work, so, yeah, not happening. But that's all I got done on that, and I'm using my own colors for it. I didn't use the called for. But I just picked my own colors out of my own little stash. I gotta go to the Stitch store today and see if I can find that 502, 504, 50 whatever the hell it is that goes with this one. Speaking of the devil. So I didn't work too much on this. This is called 3 Things Sampler, and it's a more Blackburn pattern. It doesn't. It says more Blackburn Blackburn, all one word. Everybody knows that name. From England. So I just think it's beautiful. So we've got I got all that border done except for the flowers that go into that border. I just got the skeleton of the border done, but it'll be pretty when it's done. And I am using the called for colors in this. So yeah. So, as you know, I started working on, let me show you. This, am I at the right corner? This corner motif. And it calls for 501 and 502 DMC. And as you can see, once I get it out of the frickin' hoop, some days them hoops, I don't mind them, they hold everything tight, so I don't have a problem. Yes. Ooh, let's not lose the needle. So, as you can see, you can't tell the difference barely. So I'm going to go get either, I think it's 504. I looked it up on 123 Stitch to see, you know, the color variation. Not that I could tell. I'll at least be able to tell in person. But I'm going to get a lighter one to go in that. So that's all I've worked on. I did this whole flower thing, and then I started adding the fill-in, and it's not working. So as you can see, that's what the border is going to look like. But I did get the whole frame all the way down. And this is 16 count Legacy from Picture This Plus. So, yep, it all fit. It all fit. So, I was thrilled. Yeah, you don't have to do it again. But it was really simple, and the only problem I had was putting these little things that stick out on the right side that they're supposed to be. I had to frog that out 2 times, because just the little notch, because it was on the wrong side of the other. But the rest of it was pretty consistent, so it didn't take very long for me to do. But I like that pattern. Just love it. And using the called for, did I tell you that? Okay. So what else did I work on? I worked a little bit on, we got 4 more. Yeah, I've been busy girl this week. Not busy, I just pick things up, you know. Okay, I want to work on that today. I'm not going to take this out of the hoop because I just put it in there earlier. But I've worked on the top. This is, I'm sorry. Boy, I am so with it. This is Newcastle Bouquet by Teresa Kogert. And it is done on 16 count confetti from Picture This Plus. It's the closest thing that I could find to this. I think it's supposed to be straw, and I didn't like the way straw looked. So, I got the confetti. Hang in there. So, I am on this bird right here, and I'm just working on the top of his head. I'll have to look at that a little closer and see what's going on. But I just picked it up for maybe half an hour. I just working on the head, and it was like, nope, I can't do this. No, I can't watch that. Because the pattern, it has another color in it, and it's like too much to keep track of. So that's all. I haven't gotten a whole lot done on this at all, whatsoever. But the colors are beautiful. I love the colors. Yep, and it's the called for DMC. She has a conversion on the chart. So, roll that back up. Maybe I'll get to that today. I don't know. one silly thing at a time. But God, I love the pattern. Oh my God, it just screams like 20s and 30s. That's, I think, why I like it so much. I just love art from the 20s and 30s. And I think it was Muse, M-U-S-E. He was an artist that did all the women pictures from the 20s and 30s. They look like, I want to say Gibson Girls, but not. It was after that. The Gibson Girls were like the 1880s, 1890s. Okay. So, moving right along. But yeah, I just love his paintings. I think his name is Muse. So then I got out the perennial pinwheels, well-rounded perennial pinwheels. Say that 4 times. And that is from Hands On Design. I really like these because they're easy. They're just cross-stitch. And I suppose they should be smaller, but, you know, they're just going to be what size I want. They call for 32 count fabrics. But I am using the ones that I got from Picture This Plus. So this one is, I've been working on it. I have to figure out which side is up. This is Serene, I think. It's the green one. Hang on. There'll be a delay. This is Serene from Picture This Plus. And it's kind of a pale seafoam green. So I got all the inside of this one done, and I got these 2 little motifs done. So I'm going up and around this way to see how far and how wide it is. This is almost the edge. There might be a little bit more, so where my fingers are. So I don't know how big they'll be. I don't care. I mean, they're supposed to go in rounded things, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. I may put them in square things. So let me put that back. So I worked on this yesterday and finished all that. It was a pain in the neck. Trying to get those things in the corner, you know, what is it called? In quilting. The set-in corners. Stitched. Oh my God. Yeah. Yeah, it was scary. So, I worked on that for a while. Then last week, I worked on the spring one. And it is on Haven by Picture This Plus, 16 count. I love this color. Let me see if I can put something behind it so you can actually see it. But that's what that one looks like. So I got 2 of these little flowers. They're coming up and down. Then it'll say it's bouquet across the top. Or across the bottom. I'm so sorry. And yes, I cut off all the fabric around it so that I wouldn't have to haul the pieces of fabric around and get them dirty. I did not work on the other one. So yay. That's what they'll look like. Now the one that I worked on was this one. So there's the little thing. And this is the spring one that I worked on. I haven't gone back to this one yet. It's probably the easiest one to do because it's not so condensed. And then I got a wild hair. Well, shoot, I'll just set it down momentarily. Got a wild hair. And it is pavane. I love pavane. And I was like, I am not making any progress. I want something done. So this is Pavane by Long Dog Samplers. And I gotta see where I'm at. So I worked in this corner. I got that all done. And I'm starting on this to go down to the ginger jar. Yeah. So, what did I get done? Hang on. It is done on... Let's see, I didn't write it there. It is 3607, which is the hot pink. And And it is done on that Mocha Latte 16 count from Winchlet. Oh, here it is. Country French Cafe Mocha. My favorite. I love this color. So, I was a busy girl. See if I can get the needle just to hang there. I finished that whole motif. I came down a little bit further with that so that I could see where I was going. That's so long. Alright. Got this flower done. And I don't know if you can tell, that's a butterfly. It's little. And then I started working on this. So there's only 3 that look like that. So there's one here, one there. And then there's these sticking out. I don't know. I have to look momentarily. Yeah, there's 4 of these. So they do the X down, down, and then the others come down that way. And then you'll hit the, this is the bottom where the ginger jar starts. So there'll be another sticking out this way, sticking out that way, and sticking out that way like an X. With one more of these. And they're not too bad to do. Yeah. Just absolutely love this pattern. But it's coming along. I got in a groove and I just went for it. Like, I can do this. Because you do the same thing 4 times to make this. This was a little bit harder. But these weren't so bad. So, yeah. So, yeah. Told you, busy girl. Let me get my needle where it's supposed to be. Get everything put back. So that is everything that I have been working on. Those top things were a pain in the butt. I'll give it that much. I had to do those line for line, or I wasn't going to make it. I mean, I could put the, whoops, so sorry. The outline went fine. You know, you just have to count down so much. And then, when I went to go put in the pattern, since it's an open thing, you know, I just did it line for line. It went easier than trying to look at it and do it. And no, that wasn't happening for me. So, other than that, guys, that was a lot. Yeah, I've been just kind of sporadic again. I went and I bought more thread. Hang on. I've been, everybody else gets up in their video. Oh man, my back hurts from yesterday. But I've been going to the Stitch store and just picking up thread. Colors, miscellaneous colors, whites, blacks, greens, browns, oranges, reds. Yeah. So now we have an entire bag full of spare threads, and sooner or later I'll figure out how I'm gonna organize this whole little mess. But just colors that I liked, and I thought, well, I can always use them for his eyes on the sparrow. But yeah, I have tons and tons now of not the right colors to go with, you know, what I needed today, the other day. But and I bought extras. You know, I bought these. I don't know what I'll ever use them for. Maybe something small, and maybe something at Christmas that I can do variegated in the reds and the greens. But this was just cheap thread. It's JP Coats from Walmart, and they just had that little pack, and I just thought it was pretty, so I bought it. And I bought just spares. These are the spares for the 221, which is right here, and then I have all this lovely seafoam green that I couldn't use, but I may use on something else. And I have blacks and whites. This is my extra bag. So, yeah, I'm just keeping them all in a bag and going from there. And then if I need a color for, what do you call it? His Eyes on the Sparrow. And I told you I bought all the called for thread. Ouch. God, my arms hurt, everything else. The called for thread on Autumn Quakers. Yeah. And I haven't started it again because I wanted to do it on a different piece of material. And I'm still not sure when or if I'll restart that. But all the threads are there, which is good. But this has kind of been my focus for the week. I mean, I've worked on this 3 days. I don't know. Like I said, sometimes I work on things for 3 days. Next time, half an hour. We're good. I don't know. I wish things would get back to normal. Things are getting back to normal. There's a lot of people around. I mean, it was just crazy at the gas station this weekend. Well, not week. Yeah, weekend. Because I worked Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. It was nuts for those days, so I'm assuming that it's still crazy. And yesterday, maybe some of them went home. I don't know. The traffic wasn't real bad, you know, but people are definitely out and about, you know, if they're just going to take a day trip. We get a lot of people that take a day trip up here to the mountains or on the weekend, you know, just for the weekend. Yeah. So you kind of pick and choose your moments to go to the grocery store, to go to the post office, to go here. And we do have some people that come and stay for just the summer. Like, they'll come up from Arizona or Texas or wherever. It's terribly hot to come here. Because, yeah, granted, it'll get 80, 90 degrees, but it's dry heat. It's not humid heat. So we get a lot of people where I guess I was going with that owned summer houses, and they're able to get into their summer houses. They weren't during quarantine. So we have some of those, not a huge amount, you know, like Arizona would have houses for the winter. Does that make sense? So it's not on that part at all. So yeah. Okay, guys, well, I think that's going to be about it today. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. And please hit the bell, and that way you'll know when my next video comes out. Y'all have a good rest of your week. Enjoy all this weather. God bless. Bye-bye. Stay safe, stay healthy, and next time. Bye-bye.